Hey, we're back in David's kitchen and today we're making fish jerky. So stick around, you're gonna like it. Okay, so today we are doing fish jerky, David's way. You're gonna like this because I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat meat just because I haven't in, I don't know, 10 years, something like that. So when I'm out there hiking, I love to take fish jerky with me because it's delicious. And it's a great protein source and it has all the right fats that you need. So it's good stuff. Let me show you what I got. Today, I'm gonna be using some salmon. You can use some whitefish. A lot of people recommend whitefish. Salmon, it gets a little fatty, and so when you dehydrate it, it takes a little longer because all the oils start coming out and it just takes longer. But I think it tastes great. It tastes better than whitefish does. So here I go. So take your fish and you chop it up in these little pieces like this. They're about maybe like a 1/4 inch thick or so. Just whatever size you like. Of course, the larger you make them, the longer it's going to take to dehydrate. And you can take off the skin if you like. Or you can keep the skin on. If you keep the skin on, when you dehydrate it, it doesn't fall apart like these layers are starting to fall apart here. When you dehydrate it, it'll fall apart even more. So keeping the skin on tends to hold it together. So you can leave it on or you can take it off, whatever you like. Let's check it out. The more even you cut these, the more the same size they are, the more consistently they'll dry. I don't concern myself with that because I check them every few hours anyway, 2 or 3 hours. And the ones that are ready, I take off. The ones that are not, I keep on for a little while. And the fat content in this salmon tends to vary the cooking time a bit more anyway from piece to piece. Because these belly pieces right here, these belly pieces right here have that little layer of fat down here, and these tend to take a little bit longer. But it's the good stuff. Now the next thing I do is I put them on, I put it all in a plastic bag like this. And I'll make a little marinade here in a few minutes. We just take this and just kind of dump it all in there. Just like that. Now what can you use for a marinade? You know, what do you like? Do that. Sometimes I just go down and get a bottle of teriyaki, I just dump it in there and that's my marinade. If you buy your favorite marinade sauce in the at the grocery store, you can use that too. It's pretty much whatever you like. I'm gonna kind of whip something up here. I don't measure anything, so let me just show you what I do. So it's always good to make it salty because when you're on the trail, the sodium is great for electrolytes. So soy sauce, I just get happy with the soy sauce. I'll just kind of do this until I get tired of doing it. It looks like maybe a 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup maybe, something like that. Then I really like this garlic chili sauce. I just like garlic. You know, you can chop up your own garlic if you like. I just put like maybe a teaspoon of that in there. Call it good. I also like garlic, fresh garlic. I'll take my little whisk out here. Grater. Don't worry about this little rough stuff, it don't matter. Just grind it all in there. It's just the flavor you're after. Grind it down until you had enough. So it's probably a good 1/2 teaspoon, you know, I don't know. That's my guess. Okay, what else do I have here? I also have this gochujang chili hot and sweet sauce. I do like that mixture of hot and sweet. So I just dumped some of this in there. You want to be careful because you have to know how hot this stuff is for you and what you can tolerate. I also love my honey. So I put about a tablespoon of honey in there, call it good. a little bit more salt. And I have this homemade barbecue sauce I made. It's a spicy barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna put that in there. What are you doing, man? A little bit of pepper. All right. And one more thing that I like. I like toasted sesame seed oil. Now you don't want to put a lot of oil in this, in anything you dehydrate, because it just takes longer when you put oil in it. So just mix this up real good until it's a nice consistency. Really until the honey kind of dissolves in the rest of this stuff. All right, so that's pretty good. Then you take your fish that you put in your bag here, and you just dump this right in there. And you're looking for enough to cover most of it. Take some of the air out, zip it shut, just kind of massage it in there. See, that's about the right amount, because it's covering most of it. And you're gonna put this on your counter. You're gonna put this on your counter about every half hour or so. Just flip it around, just so it soaks evenly throughout the whole thing. And you do that for 2 or maybe 3 hours. And that's when I think it's good. Now, if you like more fishy flavor, you know, if you like it tasting more like fish, then marinate it less. But I like it, I like my marinades, and so I like it tasting like the marinade. So I leave it there for a good 3 hours before I'll put it in the dehydrator. All right, so let's just leave this alone, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Okay, so it's been about 3 hours. Let's go ahead and put this stuff on the trays and get it ready for the dehydrator. So what I do is I just dump this thing right on there. Right over the sink. So all of the marinade just drops right through into the sink. Shake it off a little bit. Then you want to separate this thing so none of the pieces touch each other. It helps dry a little faster that way. Alright. If you have enough, you know, do 2 trays, two or 3 trays. Smells good. Does not smell fishy. Repeat, does not smell fishy. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so now at the dehydrator, I'll just get my tray in here. Get my lid. Seal it on there good. We want to set the temperature to between 145 and 155, as it says here, meat and fish. I'm going to set it for, I don't know, let's go with 4 hours for now, and we'll check it later. Okay, so I had this on for about 3 hours last night and for about 1 more hour this morning, and here's what it looks like. Okay, so if you let this go any further, it's probably going to get a little bit leathery. This is just about right. I might put it on for maybe a little bit longer. And you can see that this is kind of glistening. So this is the oils from the salmon. When you get white fish, it doesn't really have that much oil. But you can see this breaks apart. This isn't too tough. And if you let it go too much further, it's going to get a little dry. You see, this is... So this is David eating his fish. It's good stuff. That's just about right. It's a little moist. Not too leathery yet. That's the point you want to get it. Alright, so what's left to do here is really just to put this into little plastic bags. I put it in the freezer, and it can stay there for months. But if you want to take it out right away, if you want to vacuum seal it, it'll last probably even a little bit longer. but I normally eat this stuff up pretty fast so I don't go through all that trouble. Alright, so if you like backpacking, if you like hiking, if you like nature, being outdoors, and if you like gear reviews and maybe some of this trail food stuff that I do once in a while, you should subscribe. Like this video if you like it. And more importantly, leave your comments. I'd like to know how you prepare your jerky for the trail. Alright, folks, I'll see you on the trail.